Hey, this is Brandon Smitley from BrandonSmitley.com and EliteFTS.com. Bring you once again another training log video with commentary. This is week 4, day 4, the bench assistance training from Thursday. I'm finally catching up a little bit on the logs here. Today's work was speed bench pause against chains. Working weight was 150. So I'm out of my band cycle and onto my chain cycle. My weights are a tad bit heavier with the chains. I'm not sure if you noticed that in the off season, but just because there's no forced eccentric and the load I'm getting from the chains is different than the band. So the bar speed is still roughly the same and still eliciting the same training effect, speed, technique, and the accommodating resistance. So still doing some the same work, just a little bit different setup, and to help keep my elbows and shoulders happy. And I personally like the chains more than the bands, as it also adds the instability component with the chain swinging. But all in all, it's basically the same desired outcomes here that I'm looking for. As you can see, I've never talked about this before, but I've got a little pad on the bench. One of my training partners brought this over, and it's something that you can go grab at almost any hardware store or carpet store. It's just a nice little cut piece of rubber. It does a great job of replicating competition bench if you don't have one, or if you're in a gym that doesn't have one. It really lets you stay nice and tight on the bench, and then to secure it down with a band, so my butt also gets a little bit of padding as well from the band. Filmed some more accessory work here. Had Arnold Presses today, so my overhead movement changed as well. I really like these for developing the shoulder as well as helping build the bench, because the shoulder stays in a similar fashion as the bench press. Then I hit the wide grip lat pull down similar to the week prior against chains here. This is the last set. I did a chain drop set again as well. Still being a nice 8 weeks out from the meet, or 9 weeks out or so. Still able to keep the volume and the intensity a little bit higher, but in the coming weeks, when the weights start getting heavier on the main movements, the drop sets will likely fall off, and the movements can change just a little bit. But I still like to get after it for as long as I can in the prep, and then just start training intelligently once the weights start moving up. I really like this movement. I haven't found really a better lat movement than this, so I'm going to keep running it until I feel like I can't keep making progress. So I added more weight and kept the reps around the same, so that was a good improvement from last week. I also got a Cambered bar from EliteFTS that came in the mail. So I decided to break it in a little bit. Did some strip the rack Deadstop rows here. Really like these, as it really forces you to contract your upper back explosively, but stripping the rack, you're also pulling back, engaging the lats a little bit more, and it kind of lets you ramp the weight up a little bit. So really nice movement here. And then I kind of did almost a drop set to where I took the Deadstop out and just kind of rode a couple reps to keep the time under tension really high on the upper back. And my rear delts and traps were smoked after that. So then I took the Cambered bar and did shrugs with it. This is definitely a different feel than a regular bar, so if you do, if you're looking for a way to change your shrugs up, this is a nice way. I incorporated some dead stops again to really focus on explosively pulling up. This last set here, I threw some midi bands on, which you can't really see, but to really make me have to shrug faster. It was a nice change of pace, and I feel like with sumo, the way the camber is set up, this replicates your sumo very well, but you don't have to take a sumo stance. So, very different style of shrugging. Then I hit some band grenade pressdowns because my elbows were kind of bothering me again. So I tried dumbbell skulls and it just wasn't flying. So, dumbbell skulls are probably going to be out for the rest of prep, just because they're bothering my elbows. So, and I went with a little heavier band, and as you can see, my triceps were smoked on this fourth set. And that's all the work I had for the day. Thanks for checking in, and as always, you can get my training logs on EliteFTS.com.